Good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Lynn and Kate. Today we will be baking banana cream layer cake. So here are the ingredients. You will need 3 very ripe bananas, already mashed, half cup milk, 1 3/4 teaspoon vanilla, right there, 1 1/2 sticks of unsalted butter, 1 1/2 cups of sugar, 2 large eggs, 2 cups of, and in a bowl, you're going to sift together 2 cups of cake flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of salt, and and then you will also need 2/3 of finely chopped walnuts. All right, and then this sugar is 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of sugar. That's for the cream later, along with 1 1/2 cups of well-chilled heavy cream, which we will show you later. Okay, so now you have to butter the cake pans, but in this case, we put flour instead so that they do not stick. And we also preheated our oven for 350. Okay, so now we are going to add in a bowl the milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, good. With the bananas. And you're going to mix that all together. So in a different bowl, we're going to add the sugar and the butter. And then we're going to beat it until light and fluffy. It's good to have the butter under room temperature so that it mixes well with the sugar. Okay, now that it's nice and fluffy, we're going to add the eggs one at a time. Then you're going to need to beat it properly before adding the next egg to make sure that it is nicely mixed. I'm going to add the second egg and beat well as well. So here is the egg and butter and sugar mixture. Here is the banana mixture, and here is the flour with the baking powder and the baking soda and the salt. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mix alternately into the banana mixture. So we're going to do half of this here, mix, and then half of this here, mix, and then the other half, mix, and then the last half, mix. Okay. Okay, good. So we're going to mix that together. Now we're going to add part of the dry ingredients in with our wet. Mix it well. Add the next batch of our wet. batch of our dry. So it's a constant mixing so that you can make sure that all the ingredients are blended together. Okay, now that everything is mixed together, the last of the dry ingredients have been added, you will want to scrape the sides of the bowl just to make sure you don't miss any of the ingredients. We will add the walnuts and then mix well. Now that you have your mixture, you're going to then put it into two separate 8-inch round pans.
The other one.
And then you're gonna bake these for 40 minutes or until you could poke the cake with a toothpick and it will come out clean. You can push it to the sides in a circular motion so that you can ensure that there is an even distribution of the cake batter so that it cooks evenly as well. Now we're going to put the cake pans into the oven and we're going to bake for 40 minutes. Now we will remove the cake
From the oven.
from the oven. They look really good and they smell really nice. There we go. So we're going to set them aside for a little bit while we make the cream. We're going to remove the cake from the pan. We're going to flip it. Nice. Very nice. Here it is. Looks good. Then we're going to flip the other one later when we have the cream. Now we're going to make the cream. You will need 1 1/2 cup whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of sugar plus 2 teaspoons, and 1/3 teaspoon of vanilla. So we'll put the cream into a chilled bowl. Make sure your bowl is cold so that the cream holds up. And then you will add the sugar and the vanilla. And then you will beat until it's fluffy and has peaks. So about 7 to 10 minutes. As you can see, it's starting to fluff up. That's what you want, so that it will have peaks when you are done. There you go. Looks good. Now we're going to spread it over our banana cake. So you're going to first put a little bit onto the first layer, coating it before you put on the second layer. Okay, so we'll spread a little bit onto our first layer. You can rotate the plate so that it spreads evenly. And then we will add our second layer. Very nice. And spread the rest of our cream icing onto the cake. So now we're gonna coat the cake with our icing. It glides on nice and smooth. Beautiful. And it tastes really good too. Smells really nice. So you start from the top and then you spread a little bit to the side. There you go. Until you coat the entire cake. Alright, final product. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to please hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and also hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a single episode. Thank you so much for cooking with us today. See you in the next episode. God bless.